Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. So last month we talked about ZarGates, the project, its tokenomics and its retro drop game, how to play that and mine more ZarGates token. So now a new game has been launched on ZarGates platform and they have started rewarding players through it. The new game is Amikin Survival. So this video gonna be very helpful as I will be giving you all A to Z information to start your Amikin survival journey. The game looks very intense and everything is linked. So please watch the whole video so that you don't miss any details like how to create a technology or any tools like axe, medikit, bow arrow, different weapons, where to find scrap metals to make all these, where to find fibers, healing herbs, food, etc. etc. Everything I will be discussing with you. So let's get straight into the game. So the game begins here at the Nexus tree area. This will be your starting point every time. So the concept of this game is survival role playing, in which you explore the life of a spaceship crash survivor who landed on a strange planet called Amitera. You are in a whole new world where Pokemon-like creatures Amikins live, full of dangers. Now your objective is to survive and find a way out. Now to do that, you need to collect resources, build a base camp, and capture as many Amikins as possible to venture into the wilderness and complete the various quests to keep progressing through the game. Let's begin with basic steps such as the controls first. This here at bottom left is direction buttons. It helps to move around and turn and run. Second here is technology. In this we got total 128 technology, that is all benches and tools needed. Initially it's all locked, but when you level up it gets unlocked and then you create these technologies to create and unlock more technologies further. Next is construction tab. Whatever technologies gets unlocked gets featured here. Then you can just see material and tools required for creating a technology. Basically, it gives you information as to where and how to initiate a construction of a technology. Adjacent to construction tab is shop section. Here you shop everything that's required in the game. This is basically for pay to win gamers. You can see these are prices you need to pay to get various weapons, gears, and in-game currency, which I guess that's where ZarGates might come into play. These payments can be made via Google Pay, cards, and other online methods. However, there are bonuses you get. You need to watch a few ads and you can get gems, weapons, raw materials, and more for free. Next is Amikin section. Here you can manage all the Amikins that you have captured. You can capture 25 in total. You can make Amikins as fighter or worker. A fighter Amikin will help you defeat other Amikins in the wild as well as capture them. On the other hand, a worker Amikin will be your handyman, helping you craft and construct. Worker Amikins can continue working on their own too, but they will take up more time to finish. All this while, do keep an eye on the genders of these captured Amikins, as later in the game you will get features to breed these creatures to get better and fitter specimen of Amikins. Just click on the Amikin and you will see their gender along their name. This one here got a female gender symbol, so this is a girl. This is a male. Next is backpack. This is our main inventory. From metal scrap to woods, berries to amicites. You will gather a lot of stuff along the way and everything goes here in inventory. All you need is to click on the bag icon to access your inventory and use the item you have gathered just like this. Next is weapon and action button. This is used to switch between weapons, use a weapon, and perform an action like cutting trees, throw a punch, or pick something. Above that, here is Amidice button. So when you press it, it makes you throw an Amidice to capture an Amikin. And this is Summon Recall button. This is used to summon an Amikin to fight. Press the same button to recall the Amikin back into your pocket after the fight is over. Here in the top right corner, we have the map. It shows your current location and the various landmarks, path to various regions. And while you are on the move, it even shows you the other Amikin's location. The yellow pointer indicates there's unharmful Amikins that won't attack, while the red pointer shows you the presence of hostile Amikins that will try to kill you. So do keep an eye on the map while you stroll. Lastly here, this is instruction bar. This basically tells you about your next mission, instruct you how to complete a task. For beginners, I would recommend to follow this information to make a steady progress. Till now, this was all basic stuff. So now that you have got an idea of the game, let's begin the adventure. The game's storyline begins with the explosion of a spaceship containing some planet's explorers. Something bad caused the ship to malfunction and it just blasted while exploring planet Amitera. Everything happened so suddenly that the crew had no time to react, but our main character managed to save himself and his brother before crash landing. After gaining consciousness, he found himself alone somewhere wild and full of spaceship debris. All he has now is one Amicide. Now you need to capture an Amikin with this Amicide to start off the game. However, as you saw, you can choose the Amikin you want to capture before the game. So press this button to capture. So there you go, we are ready to begin. In the beginning, I would like you to prioritize few things. Metal scraps and wood should be on top of your hoard list. Just gather as much as possible. You will need plenty of them to construct almost everything. Second in your priority should be stones and fibers, as this will be needed to construct basic things like an axe, hammer, clothes, wooden blocks. So just remember, woods and metals along with stone and fibers are the basic building blocks of anything you make. Once you have gathered enough of these things, the next thing you should do is craft a weapon. Along with scavenger axe, you must create a pathfinder pickaxe as soon as possible. There's gonna be some big huge items on the map that you cannot go ahead and start harvesting resources from unless you got that pathfinder pickaxe. Without this, you will be reduced to picking up single pieces of woods or stone. However, with this weapon, you can chop down trees and break boulders to gather large amount of wood and stones quickly. Also use these tools to fight and defeat Amikins. Now to craft weapons and manage your Amikins and stuffs, you need a base camp. I would recommend you to set your base camp near Nexus tree, as this will be your starting point every time you log in or restart. Setting a base camp away from Nexus tree would make things tiring and time consuming, as then you have to travel base camp every time you restart the game. So keep that in mind. So your base should have these things: an equipment bench, a workstation, a furnace, a feeder, also a Amikin console, And you see, I also have a carpenter bench. These things will help you to gradually upgrade your equipments and complete your quest. As far as the best thing to start building up first should be an equipment bench and a workstation, as after building this, a lot of technology will get unlocked and then you will be exploring a lot of things. You see my equipment bench. For time being, I can create Pathfinder, backpack, scavenger club, bow arrow, battle armor. I have unlocked many things. To create an armor suit, you see we need 6 clothes and 5 metal parts. Whatever raw material you need to create a particular weapon will be shown here. Next we come to our workstation. Here we create our main axe and Pathfinder pickaxe. Also the clothes which we just saw was needed to create an armor suit. You will be needing a lot of fibers to create clothes. So you notice most of the technology we create, it's needing stuff that you won't find raw and in open area. Few needs material like iron parts, wooden blocks, clothes, which again are made at different technology benches. So this keeps players engaged all the time. The biggest problem I ran into early on is you collect a lot of things and you run out of inventory space so quickly, and having one or two universal storage helps a lot. Just fill these boxes and empty your backpack so that you collect more resources further. Next, to fasten things up, you need to build a bed for your Amikins and a console to manage the working Amikins. During the game, you will be encountering many Amikins. You need to capture these Amikins to build a solid workforce. The pets that you are not using for battle can stay behind and help automate your base of operation, crafting weapons while you explore the wilderness. So a console helps you to assign different works to Amikins, and the more beds you make, the more working Amikins you get. So do have this in your checklist. Now here in console at the top right corner, it says that the feeder is empty. So next you need to build a feeder in early part of the game, and then once you build the feeder, you are just going to put berries and herbs into it, and this is going to automatically feed whatever Amikins you have as workers. Another great building to prioritize early on is going to be the carpenter bench and the furnace. The carpenter bench would help you to make wooden blocks and polished planks, while the furnace will give you iron parts like screw, nuts and bolts. These things will then further be used in creating and upgrading other technologies. Next important thing will be an Amigear lab. I have made one. Here you make Amidice and other gadgets used to capture Amikins. All you need 10 woods, 15 metal scraps and 15 stones. So do gather this material as much as possible. As far as the best place to find material is concerned, let me just run you through the map and do some highlighting. We have different islands here, total 1, 2, 3, basically 5 islands to be precise. I have explored the first 3 areas, but today our main focus will be Nexus tree area. You will find all kinds of basic resources here. Here at the bottom right corner, there's a lot of trees. This gonna be the best place to find woods. All you need an axe to chop down trees as many as you want. Next, here in this rocky area, you will find a lot of stone boulders. Just have a pickaxe with you and break those boulders to collect as many stones as you want. Next up here, at northern part of the area, is filled with plants. This is the best place to gather fibers, which you will be needing a lot to make clothes. Just stroll around this open field and you will find a lot of fibers. Next, if you come here at the bottom right corner, you will find a lot of metal scraps. Apart from that, you will find a huge metal debris here. Just break the debris and collect as many metals as you want. Then right down here too, you can find fibers, berries and healing herbs plants. But your main problem is you encounter 3-4 hostile Amikins all at one place. So that's a lot to handle. Right now you ain't seeing any of them as I have either killed or captured all the Amikins. Even all the resources I have exhausted. So I had to explore these level 5 areas too. Here in Starweed Meadow, you will find plenty of metal scraps, trees and different Amikins. Defeating these Amikins will give you different gems, without which you won't be able to build many things. But it won't be that easy here. Guys, this area is filled with super aggressive creatures and they all attack in clusters and it's very difficult to collect things. Never venture here without weapons. Same case here at Mirror Water Lake too. I mean this area is filled with fibers, foods and healing herbs, but the Amikins just don't let you gather those. They just constantly chase you around and they are everywhere. To travel to these areas, you simply need to go to the edge of the area you are in and you will find there a portal like thing. Just enter the portal and it will take you to other areas. For example, say you are in the Nexus tree area and want to travel Mirror Water Lake. Simply head towards the general direction of Mirror Lake till you reach the edge and find the portal. Just go near the portal and press the gear icon and you will land in Mirror Lake area in no time. Repeat the same procedure to return back. So that's it guys. From here on, you are good to go. Simply follow the information bar and build whatever the quest demands. This is a bonfire I have made. This basically creates energy drink. Well, the game is intense and engaging, but what I feel is that my progress has been too slow. I made a lot of mistakes and exhausted a lot of resources in the beginning. Hopefully this video will guide you enough so you all don't make the same mistakes and help you to speed up your early game experience. All the best.